All right, driving and filming, fantastic as always. But yeah, we're heading over to Justin's house. I'm coming from Indianapolis. Did a trade show there with Turf Titan. We were at the Do It Best show, and we are now exclusively in there, Turf Titan. And I got to hang out with the president of the company, Andrew. It was a good time. We had some good food, some laughs, and got to see a bunch of vendors. There's a ton of snacks and toys. It was awesome. Yeah, but you know, we're heading over to Justin's place. You know, he lives in the middle of nowhere, and you know, we're gonna see what his house, you know, what his projects are from, like, you know, another person's point of view, and you know, you get to see his videos. But it's always fun when someone else films it, you know. And plus, he's a comedian. He's always funny, and I'm sure he's gonna give us a few laughs. And you know, I think he's got some rock and some other stuff. He's got a lot of plans, probably putting greens and everything. So, looking forward to it. And let's get over there. So we have finally made it to Justin's house, and of course, we show up. There he is. He's got a dump truck of more rock coming. So he's got some sand. We're gonna go over his plans with his putting green. Got some stuff over there, and here's all of his seed blankets you've seen on his videos. Hey. Yo. what is this rock for?
Back patio.
So this is a back patio that he's building. This guy's nuts, man. Doing this all himself. Look at this, all that. Front yard. He's doing 30,000 square feet. And here I am crying about 6,000. Let's go see this dump. Take the truck, take a dump. Bloomington Speedway Mulching Center. I saw that on the way here.
I got my own mulch yard here.
Oh, he got his own mulch yard. So what? Okay, so what are we doing with this white stone?
White stone is going under the patio. It's going to be a base for my patio that I'm putting in next year. So we can compact it down, and we'll put another layer of smaller stone on top of that. Put the pavers over top of that, and it'll be slick, smooth.
And then what are we doing with what is this? Just sand? What kind of sand is this?
We got the finest mason sand you could have. Oh, that's good stuff right there. And this is for the putting green. So backyard putting green. Not any of that fancy stuff that people are doing. It's awesome what people are doing, but not digging it out really deep, putting drainage in and putting gravel and putting that like a USGA spec green. This is your everyday average Joe putting green. I'm going to put a layer of sand over the dirt. We're going to seed onto that.
Kids are going to love that.
Kids are going to love it.
And what's this stuff?
This is compost. This is a test run, a company that's local, not super local. They're about an hour away. They make this. It's supposed to be really good stuff. And it's compost, and they have a special process that they do to make this, and this is just me. I'm going to top dress some of my areas here and just see how it does.
As we walk, what chicken is this? We got the chicken whisperer.
These are my girls. You know, I can go inside, and my wife, my daughters, they can get mad at me. I can come out here anytime I want, and I've got 18 ladies here that are just never going to be disappointed with me.
So which one is the ugly duckling out of all of them?
Oh, she's right over there. But she heard you call her ugly. She's gonna remember.
So one duck, does the duck think it's a chicken?
The duck is 1,000% a chicken.
So what?
With a beak.
So what was that story when it flooded back here? What'd you do with it?
Backyard's been flooding. If you follow my channel or my Instagram and stuff, you know my backyard's been flooding. We're working on that, but it was completely flooded. There was probably 2 feet of water at one point, and I picked up the duck and took it over there and put it down there. It wanted nothing to do with it. It came running back here to be with its chickens and peck around, and
Oh, look at it.
That's a good egg right there. That's high dollar stuff. That's free range. They don't look like they're free range. We let them out for several hours a day. That's a good egg right there.
That is. What? Can we look inside there?
It's dirty, but it's a chicken coop, so
I've never seen one. This is like.
it needs clean. It's due for a good cleaning.
So the duck eggs are in the corner. Oh wow, I didn't see that. There's the chicken eggs. Wow, you got a lot of eggs in there.
They lay.
Oh, here they all come. Whoa.
Several a day. We get over a dozen a day usually.
Really, a dozen eggs a day. Well, no more going to the store.
I'm out on going to the store for eggs.
So let's take a look at the family putting green idea. This landscape all came from underneath when you broke the ground.
Yeah, when we put it in the basement, we were digging. We hit rock about 6 feet down. We needed to get about 9 feet-ish down, and so we had to. It's all rock. We had to beat through it, and that's where all this rock came from that you see around the property. But right here, you can see this orange line that goes that way. This is going to be where the putting green is, and so the idea behind this is I'm not like a pro golfer. I'm not trying to be a pro golfer. I've played golf twice in my life. I'm trying to get into it, but I want to get my kids into it. It's just something that we're gonna have a patio here. We're gonna have this nice backyard, and then we're gonna have this putting green that we can come out here and just play around on.
And what do we got right here? I see some marking here.
So this is where I was going to bury Clint before he leaves. No, this is going to be a sand bunker, but it's basically, I mean, it's an in-ground sandbox for my kids to play in.
That'll be perfect.
So keep everyone out here in the backyard and outside, away from the tablets. Give them as much to do out here in the nature and having fun as we can. That's the goal.
Yes, be real kids.
Yeah.
So we have the putting green, and so there's been a lot of flooding going on. Watching Justin's channel, I keep seeing it. Like he said, he had the duck, put the duck out there, and then the duck ran back to the chickens. It was flooded, but we have all this sand. So this is a new addition. What's all this sand that's all over the place?
So we have a ton of water that comes down over this hill back here, and it all comes and it ended up in this right here. This is the low spot, and so what we've done is take the dirt out here, and we put a French drain in. So we put gravel or stone, we put perforated pipe, and we ran the gravel over top of it so that all the water coming down here will hopefully go into that ditch, hit the pipe, and go out. But just in case that doesn't capture all of it, we also ran one completely through the backyard here and did the same thing. We covered this one with sand so that the sand would drain better, but we can also grow grass on sand. And these pipes meet right here in the middle. There's still 2 pipes. They don't connect and run out, but 2 pipes meet in the same trench and they run out that way to the front of the property.
Wow. And how many acres is this?
It's 3 acres.
Ooh. It's definitely not green acres yet. What? Oh my gosh, terrible. But there's some stuff over here. Oh, what do we have over here?
These are my fruit trees.
What kind of fruit?
Do the homesteading thing. We got 3 apple trees, 2 peach trees, and then 1 cherry tree.
Oh wow, you got apples?
3 apples. Well, I don't have apples yet. I got
I know.
I think it'll take a little while, but the plan is to have this section over here. We're trying to grow grass now, but it's not irrigated. I'm not really gonna take super good care of this section over here because we're gonna put a garden and do some other stuff over here that's fun with the kids and all that stuff.
So you got this whole area here that's going to be garden and that, and look at this. There's an actual vine. Oh, it finally broke. Oh no.
My daughter is going to be
She's going to be pretty
so
soon.
mad at me.
Well, get the duct tape out.
Yeah.
So now this is the patio area. It's going to be a monster patio area.
Gotta have, I mean, I'm not used to really having things big, but I'm trying to make up for it and compensate. So here's going to be a paver patio right here. We've got this covered porch, and I love this with the outdoor TV, but it's not super big. And the goal is to screen this in and have that kind of separate from this area. Step down, this is all going to be pavers, and I'm going to have a whole video series on this right here, but we're going to have a fire pit in this little semicircle area in the corner, and then over here, hot tub is gonna go here somewhere, and then I want an outdoor kitchen over here somewhere as well. And I want a pergola right over this little corner of this house. I want a pergola here, and I think it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be super nice. We'll spend so much time out here, and the goal is to, again, make this backyard super interactive and a place we can come out here and relax and have fun, and we're doing it.
What are all the, you have multiple stakes over on your property. What are these stakes for?
So my dad is the one helping do all this work. My dad's awesome. Shout out to my dad with the bobcats. But I staked these all these heads out so that he would know that there's a head here, not to run over them. And it's funny, he's done super awesome. Yesterday, he actually ran over this head right here. So this is an Irrigation head. I have Irrigation System, and what these things are, you can change the flow and change up the pattern to water around stuff and not water your house if you want to. You can shorten it up, and so you can change the pattern throughout. And he ran it over. I actually had to dig this head up yesterday to make sure it wasn't broken, but it's all good. And if you have not seen the Irrigation heads, check them out for sure, because these things are slick.
So that is just the backyard. That is crazy. And how big is the backyard?
I think it's about 10,000 square feet or so.
So that is 4,000 bigger than my entire property, and that's just the back. And what are we rocking with here?
So this is the front yard, and as you see, it's a pretty big slope. But I'm actually going to use this to my advantage because I think slopes show stripes better, and so I'm gonna get a lot of good shots eventually. Stripe show up here. But what we've got HGT in this section right here. I had planted this whole thing Kentucky bluegrass HGT from Barron, and I use straw blankets on this half of it. And as you see, it's gotten torn up again. We've had so much rain that when I didn't use the straw blankets on the other half, it immediately all washed out. The straw blankets actually held all the seed on this slope in place, and when I pulled them up, I had a full sea of green in almost a perfectly straight line that separated where I had the straw blankets and no straw blankets. So I'm a firm believer, but the issue is it was Kentucky bluegrass. I pulled it up and the roots weren't established. We had a super big downpour 2 days later and it all washed down the hill anyway. But I now know I'm using straw blankets on this entire yard when I seed it, and I'm gonna leave them on there a little bit longer.
So here we are. We got the landscaping. I actually, look at this. I thought your chicken came out here.
Oh, laid an egg?
Yeah, look at this egg. It's a rock. I was looking at it. So what do we got here? This is nice landscaping.
So these are slate chips. This is, in my opinion, my favorite rock that you can get for landscaping. If you have slate chips, look it up. They're expensive. They're not cheap, but if you're doing rock, they're going to be there for a long, long time. It's worth paying a little extra money. But we have a sky pencil holly. So that's what this is. There's one on the other end as well. And those will get 6 to 10 feet tall, about 2 feet wide. So it'll just kind of fill up this space right here and soften these corners, what I like. And then we've got boxwoods. I've got 2 sets of 3. So there's 3 here, 3 over there, and it kind of goes in front of the window. And these will get yay high. That's a Midwest measurement, maybe yay high. And then in the center that separates these, because that side's the same as this side, we've got a false cypress. Sorry.
False cypress.
False cypress.
So not a real cypress?
It's false. It's a big fake guy.
What kind of name is
news.
that?
And it'll get taller than the boxwoods, but not as tall as the sky pencil hollies. And so it's kind of good dimensions in here.
Like a double yay high?
Different color, different textures, different heights makes up a good landscaping.
I want to get those big ones.
I've not finished this yet.
What is it? What do we have here?
So over here, the same plan as this section right here, front porch, and we want this to look super nice because we've got this nice swing up there.
Oh, yeah, swing.
But these slate chips will fill this in eventually. I'm kind of waiting to do this because I really want in the center of this, I want to rearrange this, take this tree out, move this rock probably, and I want a fountain or something right here in the center.
Oh, that would be nice, a fountain.
I love the water sound. It's relaxing. Clint knows that. He lives on the water. And I either want a little pondless waterfall here in the corner, or I want a fountain here in the center, and then do some landscaping around it. They're sago palms because obviously we live in Florida, in the tropical place we have to have palms. These are elephant ears. Have to have a hose link on every side of the house, every corner, because you never know when you're going to need to tug on your hose when you're walking around the house. We're gonna come off of here, and then there's gonna be picture a line here, nice live natural edge. It's gonna go all the way around here. This is gonna be a bed, so there's gonna be plants and shrubs and mulch and stuff like that in there. Nice grass on this side, and then it's gonna come around here. I'll have a nice big focal point tree, something right here on the corner, and then that bed will wrap around there, and then that's where we started out with the golf course, or the green over there. And so that's pretty much the house and the landscape.
Wow, that is a lot. And this is a one-man show. Well, with his dad.
My dad's the one-man show, and I'm here to help him. Basically, is how it works out.
This is wild. This is 30,000. Roughly 30,000 square feet. Well, you know what? Can we go check out the entrance to the driveway?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go there. All right, going for a golf cart ride down Whisper Lane here. There's the yard. And so this is all your property right here?
Yep. Yep, I own the woods over there, everything.
Gosh, this is so much. And then were these rocks here already?
Nuggy! That's fine. Is it? Yeah, so right here, we cleared out all these trees that were up here. I'm gonna seed this. I'm gonna smooth that out a little bit more. And
you're gonna put one, you're talking about putting one irrigation head up here?
Eventually putting one irrigreen head in the center, and that would water the whole thing.
Nice. That rock was there?
Yeah, that thing's not moving.
I was gonna say.
That thing's going nowhere.
How the heck would you move that?
It's not going anywhere.
All right, go for a ride. So we are driving down the main road, going to get something to eat. What's it called?
It's called Psalms. This golf course here, right on the other side of this, you can see the fairway right there. It's called Eagle Point, and they have a restaurant there.
Check that out.
That's hole one.
That is site one, or
Site one.
That's hole one. The spider web. I mean, this is crazy though. Just travel by golf cart. This is next in the.
My favorite thing about living where we live is that we can drive this to eat. We come down here either as a family or my wife and I come probably once a week or so.
Yeah.
Fellas playing golf.
It's
Nice day for it.
blending right in. Should put the clubs on the back and just like hole hop right now and get some free golf in. But Justin sucks at golf, so we're not gonna do that. I saw his kid set. He's got like one of those, like a 3-iron and a 5-iron and a pitching wedge. You said you have 3 acres, and that's not enough. I want 3 acres.
It's never enough.
I want to leave the water. I'm not allowed to. My wife won't let me. But how many acres is it? 70? 50?
I mean, the dream is to have 100 and live in the middle of it.
100?
But I think if you got 100, you'd even want more. So
You'd have to run like you're for sure septic and
you get your septic, you drill a well, and you put solar panels on the house, and then for heat you have a wood boiler, and you're set. So you're not really paying for a whole lot of utilities.
yeah.
In that regard.
Man, look at this. This is crazy. landscape yard. Oh, Yoda. Sweet. Well, I guess that's about it. Justin, thanks for having me at your house. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming by.
You got some big plans, man.
Big plans, big visions, and I'm not sure if I was even able to describe it well enough on there, but I think if it comes to life the way I visioned it in my head, I think we're going to be in good shape. So
make sure you check out his channel. He filmed everything. He's got all the befores, and then as this transforms, you know, we're starting from scratch here. You know, this isn't like, you know, or a tiny renovation like my house. This is like 30,000 square feet and using real tools, not like a little tiny land level. We're using bobcats and drags, and you know, we need a tractor here.
Yeah, I definitely need a tractor.
We need a tractor.
But it's not just grass. We've got grass here, and we're gonna have nice grass. But we're gonna have a ton of landscaping. We've got hardscaping with the rocks and the patio and all that stuff too. So
he's putting azaleas in. It's gonna look like Augusta back here.
Hopefully, is that a thing? Waterscaping? Well, I guess I'll call it aquascaping because that's the name of Greg's business. But hopefully, we got some water stuff going on here.
Aquascaping. I want to look into that too. All right, and then that Irrigation stuff. That's just pretty crazy, you know, how it just moved around his old place, how it moved around the air unit. So yeah, to check that out, I'll leave that down below. That way you guys can go look at that. That stuff's pretty legit. And I guess we'll see you again once this is all filled in. Later.